Good morning, my dear students. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samarprabha Nirvignam Kurme Devo Sarvakaryasu Sarvada Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha Om Shanti. Good morning, my dear students. Today I am going to take class for grade 3, that is class 3, the social lesson number 6. The social lesson number 6, study of the past and early people. Study of the past and early people. What do you mean by study of the past and early people? So here in this chapter we are going to learn how our early people lived. How our early people lived, and that is nothing but the past of our early human beings, early peoples, and like history of our sources which are available in the archaeological department. That study is nothing but the past. Okay, so we are going to learn about artifacts of our country. Okay, so like this, about early life as well as the past about our country. Let us discuss in detail about it. Right, study of the past and early life. Do you know the name of this stone? It is also name of a cartoon character. Write it here. Flint stones. These are called flint stones. Okay, so let us read and understand more detail about this lesson. The study of the past and early life. Okay, now you may have seen the photograph of our great grandfather, or heard stories about how your great grandmother made delicious dishes. We have photographs and written accounts such as diaries or letters to tell us about them. But now how do we know about the people who lived thousands and thousands of years ago when they didn't know how to read and write? Let us find out. So, great grandfathers means ತಾತನ್ ತಾತ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ತಾತನ್ ಫಾದರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಮದರ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರಾನಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲದು ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಂಥದ್ದು, ಡೈರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಂಥದ್ದು, ಫೋಟೋಗ್ರಾಫಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀವಿ. ರೈಟ್, ಹೌದಾ? ಫೋಟೋಗ್ರಾಫ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬರೆದಂಥದ್ದು ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಾದರ್ಸ್, ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮದರ್ಸದು, ಮತ್ತು ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮದರ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಡಿಲಿಷಿಯಸ್ ಫುಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರು, ಯಾವ್ದಾವ್ದು ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಅವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರ್ತಿದ್ವು, ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾವೆ. ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಥೌಸಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಅಗೋ, 3000, 4000, 5000 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಅಗೋ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ? ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್. Study of the past. We study the past or the whole of time before the present. You know about the people who lived many years ago. It is also called as a history. History is therefore an account of the past. History is the account of the past. Someone who studied or writes about the events in the history in history is known as historian. See, some who studies or writes about events in the history is known as historian. The person who knows and writes and keeps a record is called historian. Is called historian. Okay? Historian uses different tools to write about what happened in the past. Sources of a history and the timeline are some tools used by the historian. How do they use these tools? Let us find out. Let us find out. See, we study the past or the whole time before the present, okay, to know about the people who lived many years ago. Okay, ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಇದ್ದಂಥದ್ದು ಯಾರು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಟಡಿಗೆ ಏನಂತಾರಂದ್ರೆ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್. ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಅನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ರೈಟ್? The account of the past is known as the history. The person who studies, one who studies or writes about the events in the history is known as historian. The person who knows and writes, he uses some tools to keep all the records, all the accounts, he is known as historian. Historian uses different tools to write about what happened in the past. Historian use different tools to write about what happened in the past. Sources of history and the timeline are some tools used by the historians. How do they use these tools? Let us find out. How do they use these tools? Let us find out in this lesson. Okay. Sources of history. A source is anything that has been left behind by persons who witnessed events such as letters, diaries, eyewitnesses, accounts, books, paintings, photographs, stories, songs, etc. Building and artifact belong to the past are also the important sources of history. Important sources of history. Someone who studies these artifacts such as tools, bones, building and other things from the past that have been found is an archaeologist. Given here are some sources that tells us about events, people, places, etc. of the past. See, here the person who studies the tools and the buildings and the stones is called archaeologist. Here we are going to find a archaeology department. Okay, in that the archaeologists are present. That is a study. Okay, that's also a study. Sources of history. A source is anything that has been left behind by the person who witnessed the event. See, the person who witnessed the event, he is going to leave some sources behind. Any sources or any instrument or any tools that tells about the history, that tells about the person who witnessed the event, such as letters, diaries, eyewitnesses, accounts, books, paintings, photographs, stories, songs, etc. Okay, so the source is anything that has been left behind by the person who witnessed the event, such as letters, diaries, eyewitnesses, account, books, paintings, photographs, stories, songs, etc. is all about the sources of the history. Sources of the history. Buildings and artifacts belong to the past are also important sources of history. Someone who studies these artifacts such as tools, bones, buildings and other things from the past that have been found is called an archaeologist. See, the person who make the study of the stones, buildings or some tools of the past is called an archaeologist. Okay. Given here are some sources that tells us about events, people, places, etc. of the past. See, here we can see the photograph of a queen. Here are some tools used by our ancestors. Okay, these are the books. This is the quill written with that, and these are the coins. These are the coins of our old early peoples used. These are some pots which were used by our early peoples. Okay, so the photographs and some tools, some written articles, some coins and some utensils used by our early peoples. The study of all these, the paintings and all, and the stones and the buildings, okay, there are any materials or any utensils is called an archaeologist. This is called a history. This is called a history. Okay, this is called history. The study of the buildings, stones, tools and the utensils and the coins used by the early people is called the archaeologist. Is called archaeologist. Okay. Next, it is interesting. Sometimes entire cities are found underground by an archaeologist. One such ancient city was Machu Picchu in Peru, South America. Machu Picchu in Peru, South America. In South America, whole city was found by the archaeologist. They found the entire city which went underground due to some calamities. That is found by the archaeologist. One such ancient city was Machu Picchu in Peru, South America. In South America, there is a city called Peru. In that, Machu Picchu is the city was found by the archaeologist, which was completely undergone. Okay. The timeline. What do you mean by the timeline? So, before Christ and after Christ, we call it as BC, before Common Era, BCE and CE, Common Era. What is the difference between BCE and CE, Common Era? Before Common Era and after Common Era, ACE, BCE, or only CE, Common Era. So what is the difference between what exactly the timeline means? We will study here. Historians also use a timeline as a tool to study history. A timeline is a scale showing particular dates of a historical events or a period of time in the order in which an event took place. The event took place on a particular date, on a particular year, on 1000 years ago, 100 years ago, 2000 years ago, 3000 years ago. How they are going to say that? That is the timeline. That is a scale, right? The particular dates of a historical events over a period of time in the order in which an event took place, right? Clear? The historians also use a timeline as a tool to study history. A timeline is a scale showing a particular dates of a historical events over a period of time in the order in which an event took place. Okay, that is the scale. What is that scale? We'll come to know about here. Alright. historians takes the birth of Jesus Christ. Historians take the birth of Jesus Christ as the beginning of the calendar. You know what the calendar we use? That is British calendar, right? So historians take a birth of Jesus Christ as the beginning of the calendar. We borrowed this system of counting from Europe. We borrowed this system of counting from Europe, where the birth of Jesus Christ was taken as the starting point. So the year after the birth of Christ start from the 1. The time before the birth of Christ is known as BCE or before Common Era. BCE stand for before Common Era, and the counted backward from 1, the time after the birth of Christ is known as the CE. CE, after the birth of Christ. Jesus Christ is known as CE, Common Era. So 500 BCE means 500 years before the Christ, birth of Christ, before the birth of Christ. The year 2018 means that 2018 years have passed since the birth of Christ. In a timeline, BCE is shown in the left side and the CE is shown on the right side. What exactly means of this is the timeline. When we consider the center point as 0, and before this 0, what we can say, the negative side, and this is the positive side. And before the Christ, based on the birth of the Christ, we have made a calendar. Europeans made a calendar that we have borrowed the counting system from the Europe. The birth of Jesus Christ was taken as a starting point. This is a starting point. This is the birth of the Jesus Christ. From that, we have started counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like this. We have passed completely 2020, means 2020 years. 2020 years. That is the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay, this is called Common Era. We are living in the Common Era. So if before the Jesus Christ, birth of Jesus Christ is before the Common Era. That is called before the Common Era. Again we have to go for this side. Means before the 0 and after 0. Before 0 is 500, 1000, 1500, 2000, 3000, 5000 like this. So BCE 500 means before the Christ, before Common Era, before the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay, that is called BCE. Jesus Christ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಾವು ಒಂದು ನೆರೇಷನ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗ್ಯದ, ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿನಾಗ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾಗ್ಯದ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ಎರಾ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಏನ್ ಬರೀತಾರ? 500 BCE. 500 BCE means 500 before, 500 years before the birth of Jesus Christ. That is known as BCE is called before Common Era and C is called Common Era. Right? This scale indicates the after the Christ and before the Christ. From the 0 after the Christ, after the birth of Christ is 0 to 2020. Now we are living in the year called before, after the birth of Jesus Christ, that is 2020 years past. Right? Before the Christ, before the birth of the Christ, that's before the Common Era. That's called BCE, before Common Era. Is 0 in the ikade bartala, 1000 years BCE. 1000 BCE means 1000 years before Common Era. 3000 years BCE means 3000 years BCE means 3000 years before the Common Era. So that 3000 plus this 2220 is called 5020. 5020. 5020 years before. 5020 years before, 4000 years before, 3000 years before, 100 years before, like that we call, no, that is exactly the history. So indication of BCE, 100 years BCE, 100 BCE means 100 years before the Christ, before the common era, before the birth of Christ. Okay, we must simply understand this is a scale, this is a 0, this is a birth of Christ, birth of Jesus Christ. Okay, so 2020 years were passed, and if you consider the years before the common era, that's called BCE. This is called BCE and this is called CE. Okay, 100 years BCE, 1000 years BCE, 1500 BCE, that we are going to learn in your history books. Okay, that we are going to learn in the history books. So for that you must understand this, what is the BCE and what is the CE. Okay, ಇಷ್ಟೇ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ, ಕ್ರೈಸ್ತ ಹುಟ್ಟಿ ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಜೇಸಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ತ ಹುಟ್ಟಿ 2020 ವರ್ಷ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾಲೆಂಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲಿಂದ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ಎರಾ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ಎರಾ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕೀಪ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈಂಡ್. BCE and CE, before the birth of Jesus Christ, after the birth of Jesus Christ. After the birth of Jesus Christ, there are totally 2020 years. Before that, that's called, we have to consider 100 BCE, 2000 BCE, 1000 BCE. Some people write, means before the birth of Jesus Christ is not the before common era, that is 1000 years before the common era. Okay, so like this we have to understand. Early humans, ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು 5000 years ago, 10,000 years ago, evolution of human being ಹೆಂಗಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು we will study about that. Okay, early humans, people who lived 1000 years of ago are known as early humans. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ, 10,000 ವರ್ಷನೋ, 15,000 ವರ್ಷನೋ, 5,000 ವರ್ಷನೋ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. People who lived thousands and thousands of years ago are known as early humans. ಮಾನವನಿಂದ ಮಂಗನಿಂದ ಮಾನವ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಗೊರಿಲ್ಲಾ ಟೈಪ್ ಇದ್ದಂತ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಇವಾಗ ಸಫಿಸ್ಟಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹೂ ಲೈವ್ ಥೌಸಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಥೌಸಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ago are known as early humans. They didn't know how to write, and thus there are no written records of this time. This period is called prehistory. This is called prehistory. Means there is no evidences of written material. Only tools we find. Only where they have lived we can find. We don't have any history, any records to know about. That's called prehistory. That's called prehistory. People who lived thousands and thousands of years ago are known as early humans. They didn't know how to write, and thus there are no written records of this time. This period is called prehistory. The period from which the written records are available is called history. It's called history. It means some written records, maybe photographs, maybe tools, or maybe caves. They have drawn something that from that we are study. That is called the history. The period from which the written records are available is called history. Prehistory and history. Prehistory means there is no evidences of written records. It's called prehistory. Okay, so now early humans did not record the story of their life, but they left behind tools, weapons, pots and pans and paintings on cave walls where they lived. Bones and skeletons of the prehistorical people dug out from under the ground are also a good source to know about their life. Okay, early human beings lived in the caves where now tigers and lion live in the forest or in the thick forest, the tigers and lions live. Now, earlier, the human beings lived in the caves. Lived in the caves. Okay? Early humans did not record the story of their life because they can't able to read and write. Even they can't able to communicate with the people. Okay? So, that time, the prehistory happened. Early humans didn't record the story of their life, but they left behind the stools, weapons, pots and pans, and painting on cave walls where they lived. Bones and skeletons of the prehistoric people dug out from under the ground are also a good source to know about their life. The skeleton, the human bones were found when they dug the land. That is the very good source of history. Okay, that's the source of to know about their life. Okay, the next we will study about the names. Home of early humans. Home of early humans. Early humans lived in caves, other shelters made up of rocks, branches and animal skin. In this way, they protected themselves from the cold, heat, rain and wild animals. They used the caves and the shelter made up of rock, branches and animal skins. In this way, they protected themselves from the cold and heat, the rain and wild animals. Cold, heat, rain and wild animals. They used to live in the caves. Caves of a stone, rocks, the shelters made of rocks, branches and animal skins. In this way, they lived and protected themselves from the cold, heat and rain and wild animals. So this is the house of our early humans. Early humans keeping watch over their caves. This is how they are going to keep their watch, keep their house. Keep their watch on the house from the wild animals. Okay? Clear? Then the food habits of early life, early human beings. Food habits. Early humans were known as the hunter-gatherers. Early humans are known as the hunter-gatherers. They moved from place to place in search of food, water and shelter. Hence they were also nomads. They are also nomads. Okay? The early humans were known as the hunter-gatherers. They moved from place to place in search of food, water, shelter. Hence they were also nomads. Nomads means the people who do not have the fixed home, or who move from place to another place in search of food and water, food and shelter. They are called nomads. People who do not have a fixed home and who move from one place to another in search of food and shelter. They are called nomads. Artifacts means an object made by a human being. Typically one of culture or the historical interest. Artifacts. Okay. Shelters. Something that provides cover from heat and cold. That's called shelter. Something that provides cover from heat and cold is called shelter. Hunter-gatherers means people who lived by hunting, fishing or looking for food in the wild. Nomads means the people who do not have a fixed home or who move from one place to another in search of food and shelter. Grunts means low sound. Grunts means low sound that is not clear, here to convey a message. Striking hitting on thing against another swiftly. Swiftly. Grunts means low sound that is not clear here to convey a message. Striking, hitting one thing against another swiftly. So these are the word powers, the meanings of the words which are hunter-gatherers and nomads and the artifacts and other words which are coming in this lesson. Okay? Early humans were known as the hunter-gatherers. They moved from place to place in search of food, water, shelter, and they were also nomads. Their food consists of fruits, berries, and the roots of plants, fish, birds, and small animals eaten raw. Fish, birds, small animals eaten raw. Prehistory, let's check. Prehistory is related to the early humans. Yes, early humans. The tools and weapons of the early humans are like this. Early humans had to protect themselves from the wild animals. They also needed to hunt and kill animals for food. So they made tools and weapons with the help of stones. Tools and weapons of early humans. Early humans had to protect themselves from the wild animals. They also needed to hunt and kill animals for food. So they made tools and weapons. The tools and weapons are made by the stones. Early humans were used some tools to kill the wild animals or the food. They also needed to hunt and kill the animal for food. So they made some tools and weapons. Early humans first used large and heavy stones which could be thrown at the animals. Early humans first used large and heavy stones which could be thrown at the animals. See, like this. So these are the stones. Large and heavy stones or the sharp stones used to kill the animal for food. Okay. Later they found that the sharp stones were even better. Sharp stones are even better, so they made sharp stones to kill the animals. Next, they attached the sharp stones to a long pole and made spears to throw these at animals that were not very close to them. Okay, the spears are something like pencil, which is having the sharp beginning. Okay, so they are going to attach a sharp stone here. With the help of this, they are going to kill the animal for food. Next, they attached the sharp stone to a long pole and made a spear to throw these at the animals that were not very close to them. If they are a bit far, they used to throw that pole which they have attached the sharp stones to it. Okay, to kill the animals for food. So communication of early people as follows. The early human first used grunts. The early humans first used grunts and hand signs to make themselves understood. Many hundreds of years later, they developed sounds of various things. They used these sounds to communicate. Early human did not write or read. They made some sounds of grunts or hand signs. So sometimes we call the baby or the puppy like this. Some hand signs or the grunts. So like birds make their own sounds to communicate with another bird. Okay, cat makes some sounds to communicate with the other cat. Because they can't able to talk, they make sounds. Like this, early humans made some sounds and the grunts and then hand signals to communicate with each other, because the early humans didn't know how to write and read. How to write and read. They didn't draw on cave walls. They did draw on cave walls. They did draws on cave walls. Some cave painting have been found all over the world. Guns and hand signs, then the sounds, then the cave drawings. Cave drawings made to understand them and made a history, and we have discovered that the early humans were used some sounds and grunts to, or the hand signs were used to make the communication with the others. Clothing. Early humans did not wear any cloth in the beginning. They didn't wear any clothes in the beginning. Later, they started using large leaves, barks of trees, or skins of the animal they killed. This protected them from both cold and hot weather. We understood that in the EVS we wear the clothes to protect from the heat, rain, cold, and the other things, right? So to protect our body from heat, rain, and cold, we wear clothes. Okay. Now we are being an educated, we are to cover our body too. Okay. Early humans didn't wear any clothes in the beginning. Later they started using the large leaves, barks of trees, or the skins of animals they killed. This protected them from the cold and hot weather. Okay. No clothes, then the large leaves, barks of trees, and skins of other animal. Later they have started wearing something on their body to protect from heat, rain, cold, and that's it. It's interesting. Bhimbetka caves are found, famous for painting of early humans. Find out the names of the state in which Bhimbetka is located. Try to find it in the Google. Okay, find it in the Google. Bhimbetka caves are famous for painting of early humans. Find out the names of the state in which the Bhimbetka is located. Try to search in the Google and find out the answer. Making a fire. Now the early humans found some means of communication, then the means of wearing clothes. Okay, then the making of fire they came to know. How they came to know making of fire, let us discuss here. Early humans did not know how to make fire, but they had seen a fire in the forest and noticed that animals were frightened of fire. Perhaps accidentally, early humans found a striking stone together, produced a spark which could be used to build a fire. How they did? They took some two stones, the stones which are hard rock. They took two stones and strike one another to catch up the fire, to get the fire, to make the fire together, to produce the spark which could be used to build a fire. Okay, so how they did? Early humans did not know how to make a fire, but they had seen fire in the forest and noticed that animals were frightened of fire. Means animals got fear from the fire. Perhaps accidentally early humans found that striking stones together produces a spark. Takes two stones from the sand, try to strike together, it's going to produce some spark between the stone. So which could be used to build a fire. This is the very discovery of our early human beings, right? Uses of fire: to keep warm during the cold weather, to light up the caves when it was dark, to scare away wild animals, to cook the meat of the animals to make it softer and delicious or tastier. This fire the early humans used for to keep warm during the cold weather, to light up the caves when it was dark, to scare away wild animals, to cook meat of animals to make it softer and tastier. The discovery of the use of fire certainly made a life a lot easier for early humans. It is one of the greatest discoveries of a human beings. Making fire is the greatest discovery of the human beings. If they have not found the fire, how to catch the fire, how to make the fire, still we didn't know of the fire. Okay, this is the greatest discovery of the early human beings. It's interesting. The dog was the first animal to be domesticated by the early humans. The dog helped them to hunt wild animals and guarded their caves at night. The dog was the first animal to be domesticated by the early humans. The dog helped them to hunt wild animals and guarded their caves at night. We keep our pet animals to guard our homes, right? As a domestic animal or a pet animals, right? Clear? The dog is the first animal to be domesticated by the early humans too. They use them for help them to hunt wild animals and guard their caves. Wild animals hunt ಮಾಡೋ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರ ಕೇವ್ಸ್ ನ ಕಾಯೋ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಡಾಗ್ಸ್ ನ ಸಾಕ್ತಿದ್ರು ಮೊದಲಿಂದನು. ಈಗನು ನೀವು ಸಾಕ್ತೀರಿ ಪಪ್ಪಿ. Okay, so this is all about the lesson called the early humans. The word for artifacts means an object made of a human being, typically one of the culture or the historical interest. Shelter, something that provides cover from heat and cold. Hunter-gatherers, people who lived by the hunting, fishing or looking for food in the wild. Nomads means people who do not have a fixed home and who move from place to the another in search of food and shelter. Grunts means low sound that is not clear, here to convey a message. Striking, hitting one thing against the another swiftly. Shift means speed, fast ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಎರಡು ಕಲ್ಲುಗಳು, ಅದು ಕಲ್ಲು ಹೆಂಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಒಳಗಿನ ಕಲ್ಲು ಇದ್ರೆ ಭಾಳ ಚಲೋ. ಜಲ್ದಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಎರಡಕ್ಕೆ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಹತ್ತದ, ಸ್ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನೀವು ಬೆಂಕಿ ಹಚ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ಬೆಂಕಿ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ತಿಳಿತಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳ? ಬೆಂಕಿ ಹಚ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಕಾಡ್ನಾಗ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ನಾಗ ಹೋದಾಗ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಸಿಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಯೋಗನೆ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ನೀವು ಮನೆಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಡ್ನಾಗ ಹೋದಾಗ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ? Let's recall. Sources of a history includes the old coins and seals, old buildings and paintings, pottery and utensils, tools and weapons, books and diaries, songs, photographs, etc. from the past. The life of an early human had different stages. Nomads, hunter-gatherers, learning to make tools, communicating with the signals, and grunts, sounds and caves paintings, using leaves and barks of trees and animal skins for clothing. How the early human beings are called. First, in this lesson we have learnt about how they were. What is the prehistory and the history? What is called a history and a prehistory, that we have studied. Then we have studied about the timeline before the birth of Christ and after the birth of Christ. So after the birth of Christ, it's been 2020 years, and before the birth of Christ is before that. Earlier life, to know about the earlier life, we people address like 500 BCE, 1000 BCE, 2000 BCE, 3000 BCE, 5000 BCE means before the common era. Means before the zero is called timeline. The whole thing is called as a timeline. Before the zero is called before the birth of Jesus Christ. A European calendar we are following. We have borrowed the European calendar which we are following. They made the calendar with the help of the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay, from this birth of Jesus Christ is called a common era, CE. We are living in a CE, common era. That before the zero is called before the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay, that is called BCE, before the common era. BCE stands for before the common era and C stands for common era. Okay, from the zero to 2020, it's common era. That is called after the birth of Jesus Christ, and that is the before the birth of Jesus Christ. BCE means before the common era, CE means common era. Alright, this you have to keep it in mind. Then we have learnt about how they made some tools with the help of stones. Then they made the short stones. Then they attached them to the long pole to hunt animal which is a bit far away from them, to kill them for their food. Okay, this is called making of tool of our early human beings. Then we have learned the sounds and words and the hand communications to communicate with each other. Earlier, they don't know how to talk, how to read, how to write. So they made some sounds, words, or they made some hand signals to communicate with each other. Then they found a fire. Then they made a fire by striking of two stones together. From that they got a spark. With the help of that, the great invention or the great discovery of the fire made by the early human beings. Okay, so this is all about the lesson, right? And we have got familiar with artifacts, meaning of artifact, shelter, hunter-gatherers, and nomads, and gruts and strikings. Okay, so now we have recalled two. Then it's let's answer time. People who lived during the grandfather's time are known as the early humans. False. Not grandfathers. Grandfathers we get all the people who lived during the grandfathers are known as the early humans. No, they are human beings, normal like us. Great-grandfathers, great-grandmothers. Great-grandmothers means grandmother's grandmother, grandmother. That's called great-grandmother. Means minimum 2000 years ago, 3000 years ago, 5000 years ago, they are known as the great-grandfathers and great-grandmothers. They are called early human beings. Thousand years ago are known as the early human beings. Our grandfather is not as the early human being. They are just human beings. Okay, it's a false. A source gives us information. A source gives us information. True. The city of Machu Picchu is in the North America, Peru. They found it underground. Yes, it is true. Early human lived in houses. False. They lived in the caves. Early humans used the fire to cook. True. Okay. Choose the correct option. That gives us, what gives us information about early humans? Old coins, photographs and leaves. Old coins. Okay. What gives the information of early human beings? Okay. Coins. Early humans used dash as a weapon. Steel, knives, bows and arrows and stones. They used stones as a weapon. Early humans wore clothes made up of silk, cotton, leaves and trees bark. Leaves and tree barks. Okay. So next, early humans used this to communicate at first, writing, gruts and beating drums. Gruts. Early human discovered fire by rubbing together two stones, matchsticks, piece of wood. They rubbed two stones together and caught up a fire. Answer the following questions. I will share in the WhatsApp. Don't worry. Okay. This is all about the lesson called Imagine Value and Life Skills. Imagine you are an early human. You live in a cave with your group. How would you create your group? What values would have helped you share your views? Hurrah! If we become old humans, no clothes, no food, nothing, only in jungle. Okay? Jungle mein mangal. So that kind of activities we are going to have in the early life. Okay? So means no school, no rules, no regulations, live like a wild animals there in the jungle. Okay? So value, what we have learned is, so we have to create our own group. Okay? We made them some moral. We need to teach them some moral education. Okay? What values would have helped you? Okay? That you have to share with your friends. So that's all about the values and life skills. We have to learn from that. Okay? Alright. This is all about the lesson called The Study of the Past and Early People. Okay? Right. Hope you understood this lesson and catch you in the next session. Take care. Bye-bye.